President Biden meets with the British Prime Minister today about the war in Ukraine, and Springfield, Ohio received a bomb threat after former President Donald Trump repeated a lie about the city's Haitian community. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. President Biden meets British Prime Minister Keir Starmer today. They'll talk about Russia's war in Ukraine. Ukraine's president wants to use Western missiles to hit targets deep inside Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin says if Ukraine does this, it will mean Russia is at war with NATO allies. Earlier this week, Secretary of State Antony Blinken condemned Iran for sending missiles to Russia that Moscow could fire deep into Ukrainian territory. Terry Schultz explains.
Western countries' fears that they would be seen as escalating the conflict by letting Ukraine have these deeper strike capabilities has now been superseded by what Blinken described as Moscow's own escalatory action in teaming up with Tehran to get these ballistic missiles. Of course, that hasn't stopped Putin from continuing to threaten the West, including just yesterday, that he would view a change in the position on these weapons as direct involvement in the war.
Terry Schultz reporting. Unionized machinists at Boeing plants in Portland and the Seattle area went on strike overnight. They voted down a tentative contract and are demanding wage increases. The Biden administration is announcing new rules to try to clamp down on unfair trade practices. NPR's Asma Khalid explains these particularly focus on China.
The way current U.S. trade law works is that shipments valued at less than $800 are allowed into the United States through something called the de minimis exemption. That means those imports are not subject to taxes. But the White House says that system has been abused. A decade ago, about 140 million shipments were coming through this exemption. Now it's more than 1 billion. The administration wants to make sure any imports covered by existing tariffs on Chinese goods are not being exempted through this de minimis rule. The White House seems to be specifically trying to crack down on Chinese e-commerce platforms like Shein and Temu, known for selling cheap fast fashion. Asma Khalid, NPR News.
FBI agents in Springfield, Ohio, continue to investigate a bomb threat in the downtown area. This comes after former President Donald Trump pushed a false slur claiming that Springfield's Haitian community is stealing and eating pets. This is not true. From member station WYSO, Catherine Mobley has more.
A morning bomb threat Thursday evacuated and closed city, county, and state offices. Now religious and community leaders are urging residents to look beyond their differences and work together. Pastor Vilas Dorsonville, director of the Haitian Community Help and Support Center.
We hope that if we still stand together and we believe in each other, and one day we will be the beacon of the world as a community in Springfield.
The debunked rumors appear to have conflated an animal cruelty case by an American citizen in another Ohio city, and then spread in far-right Facebook groups. For NPR News, I'm Catherine Mobley in Springfield, Ohio.
This is NPR.